Good morning, everyone. My name Dmitry Malochahka, and I'm CTO at 11 AI. Today, we have a lot of talks about Fluxnova, about AI, about Agentic AI, and I want to just focus on very specific area of this. AI agents is an area that can be applied to BPMN in different areas. For example, we can use AI agents for BPMN generation. I'm not sure if you aware about BPMN, but this is a standard that describes business process modeling. In such way, we can just give a description to AI agent what specifically should be happen, and AI agent can generate BPMN for us. But this is not topic of today's talk. I want to focus on an area where we can use AI agents inside BPMN. I've been around 8 years in process automation. I have 14 successful automations happen, and I used a lot of BPMN platform in my life. But what remains the same is BPMN. I'm going to focus on user task. I want to describe evolution, or I want to describe transformation of user task. Then I want to describe what is AI agent, but not in general. I want to keep it as simple as possible, and then apply such thing to BPMN world. And final thing, I want to move AI agent to Fluxnova platform here. Let's agree that user task is a process bottleneck. It means that if we have business process and this business process has human in the loop, it means that at this specific point we have a hard stop, right? It means that we need to disturb someone, we need to provide some data, probably we need to provide instruction to such a person to do his work. But in general, it's a hard stop that can be improved. In such way, this is user task can't scale in general. Also, in this case, we can't predict some user task execution time. For one people, it can take one time. For another, it can take another time, right? But as for us, as for business, we need to provide feedback as fast as possible, right? We don't want to waste our time. We want to deliver our results smoothly. Also, there are a lot of organizational things connected with personnel. I'm talking about work calendars, I'm talking about operational schedule. In such way, if your business needs some, I would say, customer or user support, it seems that you need to organize work of your organization carefully. What can we do here? First, when we start to automate any business process, we usually add user task in this process. It might be 1, 2, 3, whatever tasks we can't automate at this specific moment of automation. But with system evolution, we definitely switch or move such user task into very specific areas of another of others BPMN elements that can automate our process more smoothly. For example, if for some reason user performs operations that can be done by deterministic algorithm, right? We can use service tasks for this. For example, if user wants to open, it claims a task, right? And he see very straightforward instructions. Open another system, log in into the system, find specific order. In this specific order, find something, and then use this value as a result for your user task. In this case, if we create integration with external system, we can replace a person, right? You can just make a RESTful call, SOAP call, whatever, and get exactly the same information, right? And this can be happen via service tasks here. Another use case, if for some reason someone uses legacy platforms, and it also happen, and needs to operate with UI, it needs to open something, search something. According to search results, go one or another way. It seems non-deterministic task, but it's not true. Because in this case, we can use RPA tasks, but it looks very similar to service tasks because we provide deterministic way to collaborate with UI. In this case, we also can automate our user task and replace it to RPA tasks. But there is another use case where a user needs to collaborate with another user, another person, right? It can happen via different channels. We can collaborate with person via chat, via email, even via phone, right? And in this case, how can we automate such kind of collaboration? How can we solve this problem? And this is exact area where AI agents can help us. Because in this case, we have 100% non-deterministic tasks, right? We can get text formulated in different languages. We can get text with which is not grammatically correct. We can take, for example, image of ID, right? Or get something else. And human can easily identify, okay, this is not ID. This is a picture of cat, for example, right? But we need to deal with such kind of tasks here. And in this case, AI agent is a great solution for us. But AI agent is not something simple and solid. AI agent is a complex system, right? In this diagram represented, again, this is just a very high level or simplified diagram. But every AI agent uses different components like memory, tools, LLM, and prompt. Sorry, I don't know how to move it. Black rectangle here. But what happened here? How can we define our AI engine and what specific actions from development point of view should happen, right? How our development phase can look like, right? If in previous task we just write code or we write RPA script, but what should happen now here? And we have here a prompt which hidden by black rectangle. Sorry for this.
That's all right. Where's your version?
Yeah, this is so.
Just hold on for a second. I've been marketing everybody. It's the thing is hidden. You do that.
Okay. Thank you very much. Sorry for this. Yeah. The central part the developer should work here is a prompt, because prompt is something that drives AI agent. But AI agent can use different tools for doing his work. Specifically, it can use LLM as an engine, right? We can use different kind of LLM providers. We can use different LLM models, right? Another thing connected with specific tools that can be used for solving specific user task. For example, if we are customer support team and we want to not replace, but we want to improve our customer support team a little bit, right? In such way, we write prompt, we choose one another model, and then we need to provide tools for such LLM that can give additional information. Such information might be read user information from database, read last in transactions from database. It might be something different. It might be request to support team person to help AI agent with something if the AI agent stuck somewhere. It also can be such tools also, okay, not should, but can be validated by someone from a support team. Specifically, if tool requires access to sensitive information, for example, this interaction can go through the person here. But again, remember that the human task still is a bottleneck, right? We need to try reduce user tasks here. And another important part connected with memory. AI agent uses LLM, I would say, in chat mode. It means that it makes request to LLM, LLM does something and returns response back. But we need to keep history. We need to have execution context for this specific use case. But this is not only single thing we need to care about. If we provide support for one or another system, we have a lot of, I believe we have a ton of information, how to use system, how to deploy it, how to support, how to do one or another thing. Probably we have frequency asked questions section that holds a lot of information. And we want to pass all such knowledge to AI engine. And it also can be done via memory, and AI engine can consume this. Frankly speaking, I don't want to dig into this area because there are a lot of great tools that can do this. But you need to remember that all information that goes to AI engine, or specifically into LLMs that AI agent uses, goes through a rec system. Okay. Once we describe what is AI agent from a high-level point of view, we need to now understand how this thing can be represented in BPMN terms. I can state that if you want to describe AI agent using BPMN terms, I would say that AI agent is just another service task, something that automate one or another thing. These service tasks this service task should be defined by information how can we configure our LLM, how can we configure prompt, how can we configure our tools as well as memory. Also, we need to provide execution context. In our case, it should be a user request, for example, or it should be user request plus, I don't know, some instructions how to process this, right? Another point, AI agent is a complex system, and a lot of component involved in is in execution. But as a result, everyone knows about tokens, right? And probably no one will be happy when tokens will expire someday, right? And if we can't monitor and manage such important information, we can be in trouble here, right? Because someday our AI agent stops functioning because of this. And as a part of AI agent execution, we need to represent our output as an AI agent result plus some additional information, like token information, like reasoning. Also, we want to have ability log all internal steps that can be happened by AI agent. It can be done different ways, but this is very important thing because in this case, reasoning tracking help us understand how AI agent think and how can we improve this? How can we reduce number of tokens, for example, right? And as a final part, how can we reduce cost of using AI agents here? All other stuff connected with data persistence and navigation and routing should happen by BPMN engine. Let's see how it can be implemented in Fluxnova. There is a very great tool called LangChain4j. And this tool incredibly perfect for AI engine creation. It already supports a lot of providers, a lot of memory models, This is awesome. This is a really awesome tool. And we can use this tool as implementation for AI agents in Fluxnova. Specifically, we can provide prompt, LLM memory, and context as inputs. Also, we can, but problem here is the next. How can we deal with tools? Because tools can be predefined by person, by developer, not person, by developer. In such way, we need to have ability. Extend this if necessary, or reduce if necessary, or reorganize such tools. In our case, we can use ad hoc subprocesses that exist in BPMN world, and specifically, if you go such approach, you need just provide a reference to such ad hoc subprocess in our service, BPMN service. We should define some rules. How can we define such tools? How such tools can be executed? But this is just technical things that literally can be done as a regular development process thing. And final thing here, I just provided a screenshot of Fluxnova modular where I show AI agent represented as a service task, which is first activity on diagram, as well as AI agent customer support tools that can be consumed by such AI agent. In our case, you can see that this ad hoc tool contains 5 tools that can be used. And for every tool, we provide description inside element documentation field as well as name. It helps LLM to understand what specific tool does and how LLM can use it here. That is from my side. Any questions?
Any question? So Dmitry will give like master class this after 3 p.m. Especially Fluxnova to know more how to use this, create that kind of orchestration. Interesting. It will be in this. Thank you. We'll switch.
Thank you.